Woohoo! Microgreens, the easiest garden out there. Microgreens can be grown year-round, inside or outside. They're packed with nutrients. They're so delicious. They're so beautiful, and they can be added to just about any meal. So let's dive in. All you need are 3 items: organic potting soil, some plastic containers, and seeds. I like to buy my seeds from Sprout House. They have so much variety. And I know we all have these containers lying around in our recycle bins. If you have lids, great. If not, you can use any plastic to cover them for the germination stage. So you'll want to start by putting some holes in the bottom so that there's good drainage. And then go ahead and fill them up with your organic potting soil so that they're like most of the way up. Here I'm adding some kelp meal as just a nutrient-rich amendment, but if your potting soil already has compost or worm castings, you don't need to add anything. Next, we're going to sprinkle a nice even layer of seeds over the top, and you just want to coat the soil really well so there's not any seeds on top of each other and all the seeds have good contact with the soil. And then next we'll sprinkle a light layer of soil over the top, just enough to make it dark because seeds prefer to germinate in darkness. We're going to give it a really nice watering. I like to do 3 rounds this first time, just so that the soil is really saturated. And then after that, when you water every couple of days or so, you don't have to water as much. If you want to water them in the sink, like if you're going to grow them inside, it might be easiest to just put them in your kitchen sink or in your bathtub and just water them there. If you're going to grow them inside, you might want to use a tray just to catch the drips. Here you see I'm also using a heat mat. And a heat mat is not essential, but it's just going to raise the temperature about 10 degrees. Seeds like a temperature of 60 to 75 degrees to germinate. So I like to use the heat mat, especially if I'm going to grow outside and my temps aren't quite that warm. And then as soon as you see your first sprout, that's when you want to take the lids off so that they get a lot of nice circulation and air, and just water them when they're slightly dry. You don't want them too wet or too dry. And then as soon as they're a couple inches tall, you can start to harvest. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh my gosh. Kids love them, cats love them. They're just so fun and so great. And they're so beautiful sitting around the house. One question that I often get is, can I just keep harvesting them? So you can keep watering, keep harvesting, and you'll start to they'll notice when they dwindle a bit, and then that's when you want to just go ahead and compost what's remaining and then start fresh. Enjoy.